reacting to Ruby Rose 3 or 4 ways are worse than we thought.
Went viral. And it's not because of her music career. It's because of something else.
That is his car?
It ain't no more.
That is your car?
I look like this.
Go watch TV. Get your pussy.
Oh, son.
Like, just chilling in my car. Like, I just look like this. Off the wake up. Like, no makeup. Just a little lash and lip gloss. And a little filter. A little filter. And I'm single? It don't make sense. But it's okay.
My boys, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. No matter how bad a shorty look, don't ever think that means she wifey material.
Crazy.
Now in this clip, Ruby Rose is bragging about her beauty. She's attractive, she's sitting in a car, and she doesn't even have on makeup. And she cannot understand why somebody who is as attractive as she is, why she's single. This is the case with many women who are beautiful, who have, a level of influence or even optionality. Why are they single? Because it doesn't make sense. She is beautiful.
He's right,
And certainly this is an ongoing argument amongst pretty women all over the world. But I'm here to give you 4 concise arguments why Ruby Rose is single. Number 1, Ruby Rose is immature. Now, if we can look at this picture here, these are the alleged exes of Ruby Rose and people that she's dealt with. If you look at this picture,
My boy, there are about 30 people. Ages 40 to 18. Lil Tyler has just turned 18. Who on here is 40? What's the name? This man, I can't think of his name. This man, matter of fact, Kevin Gates is about 40. So Lil Tyler and Kevin Gates are right next to each other, and they're about 20 years apart. You feel me? This dude with a bald head, he probably 40 himself. Is this Young Thug 40? And Lil Tyler is 20. Who is this dude with the white dress? He's about 20 years old. This dude right here about 22. On my granny phone, this is about 30. It's just 30 people that we know. This is only 30 people that we know.
it's
Offset, Young Thug, 40.
I'm not here to even insinuate that she's some sort of thought, but I am here to insinuate that if she has this many partners in the past, it would indicate one thing: her immaturity.
Woo!
A good example of this is her post that she creates on social media when she finds out that one of her exes has completely moved on from her.
Not Ruby Rose talking about I need to be on the island with a little flower in my hair. Coincidentally, at the same time that Wendy Ortiz is on the island with DDG with a little flower in her hair. Like, don't get me wrong, I love to see DDG and Wendy Ortiz together. But Ruby Rose is coming back with what's hers. I'm not gonna lie.
And he's not wrong. That is real immature. Like, that's very immature. And the thing about it, DDG was with Lala and Ruby. It's like those two always want to fight over dudes. You see what I'm saying? And then when the dude move on, you want to try to get the dude back. It's like, maybe if you would have been a better person, he wouldn't have left in the first place.
In this case, DDG is out on vacation with another woman, and there is Ruby Rose saying that she needs to be on vacation with the same exact thing that the lady is wearing that DDG is paying attention to on vacation. This indicates a high level of immaturity. Now, I could go deeper in the process, but this will usually discount however beautiful you are to any man who has optionality. Now, you can be fine, and you can be beautiful, and you can be dead on gorgeous, but if a man has an opportunity to not deal with some of your problems that you have neglected, like immaturity, a man will just not deal with it. And immaturity can lead on to many other problems that...
Like, that is facts. I'm going to just say that as facts.
We're going to talk about today. And the next one is Ruby Rose.
Put the top on that water.
Is dangerous.
The decision you have to start
when you're in COVID during the pandemic.
for what reason? Because
My ex did it. DDG. He started it first, and he told me to do it.
Oh, he got a kid.
He did. Congratulations to him.
Now, Ruby Rose is going on podcasts telling people, whoever wants to listen to it, after the breakup of DDG, that he is responsible for her joining OnlyFans, or that she was forced to join OnlyFans. At the end of that,
You basically calling him a pimp. You see what I'm saying? Like, you basically saying he making you sell your body so he can get the money from it. But as y'all gonna find out, that's not the case at all.
particular clip, she gives a passive aggressive kind of side-eye congratulations to him and Holly Berry for having his kid. But this situation is actually dangerous.
So when Ruby Rose decided to sit down with Bobby, you know, that awkward white girl, and tell a story that I thought was very, very dangerous.
And Tasha K realizes this, but it's not the first time or the only time that she does it, even after this podcast.
My trauma dump is I was talked into doing OnlyFans by my ex, and you know, like, it was cool for the first couple of years, but now it's like I have to keep doing it too, so I kind of like relate to you in that way. And it's just like definitely like put a damper on my reputation, but you know, it's a choice I made. And
She's going around saying that, yeah, DDG forced me on the OnlyFans. And again, this is something that is terrible because it almost insinuates that DDG is like sex trafficking, very similar to P. Diddy. And that's not my own findings here. Tasha K brought up that particular point on this exact stream. And so what you're trying to make this young man to be is a person that is, you know, forcing you into a sexual nature or into the sex industry, and you don't want to do it. And this is exactly why DDG had to respond to that narrative.
I ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, what?
I got some food. I'm finna go grab it. Skip ahead like a minute on bro if you want to just skip this part. Timmy.
Like, she made it sound like I'm a motherfucker. Now I can see if a was getting a cut, but if you making $800,000 a month, the hell? You better keep doing that shit.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna just give you a warning. If you making that much bread, just know there's gonna be some consequences that come with it. Like Ruby said, her image, her reputation took a hit. You feel me?
He said like it was a bad thing.
Yeah, you had to respond to that because why? You're going to get treated as if, you know, hey, you're taking advantage of women. And this is the exact thing why, you know, it's dangerous dealing with a woman like her because obviously there is what?
It's not like somebody came to her house, manipulated her, coerced her, and made her sell her ass for him. That's not what happened. But it's like these girls have a hard time trying to accept that this is the option that you chose to do. You did it. You're making a ton of money from it. And now you want to blame him because there is this side of it that's kind of like, I don't really think that's professional. You're better than this. Why are you
That, I don't know.
to this level? So it's her not taking accountability for her choice, her body, her choice, okay?
There's no real accountability. And I know that we talk about that a lot on this channel, but accountability is literally the killer of beauty in a relationship. I mean, number one, you're dangerous, and then you have no accountability. And see, the thing is, if you're a woman that has accountability for your actions, it really does improve your beauty by 100%.
He's right, you know.
And this is especially for a man who's on the road to maturity. We actually look at it as gold because it's difficult for a lot of men to find accountability anywhere. And if we want to be real, the black community in general has a huge problem with no accountability. So when we see it, it's a breath of fresh air. And it makes us as men wants to be more accountable for what we do, especially when women are saying, you know what, I made a mistake, I was wrong, and I want to fix it. In that case, why do we want to give up a woman who wants to do better in the relationship, who wants to fix problems? Of course, we're always going to have problems, but if you're a lady and you can't ever say, you know, it's my fault, but you want the man to always say it's his fault, most men look at this as it's a problem that just can't be fixed. And it doesn't matter if we love you, it doesn't matter if we like you, it doesn't matter if the sex is good, it doesn't matter if any of those things are the truth. If there's no accountability, then we can't build anything in the relationship. There is no undergirding the relationship in anything that makes sense. So eventually the relationship just flies by because there's nothing that fastens the relationship to any kind of bounds or boundaries. And that's the situation with Ruby Rose. She doesn't want to take any level of accountability for what she does. And here's proof of that.
So he convinced you, right?
Yeah, he was like people have been telling me to do it because I would like twerk on Instagram for fun.
Now, while she's trying to make DDG look bad, she forgot to mention that she was already twerking on Instagram for fun anyway. So basically, you're already twerking, bouncing your booty.
And he just said, if you look this good, you might as well go monetize it. You see what I'm saying? So I see where he can come from. But you was already doing the thought activity before somebody came in the picture. Okay. So you was already doing the thought activity before he was in the picture. He just said, you might as well monetize it because you finna be with me regardless. I'm finna put you on to some money. You see what I'm saying?
Doing sexual stuff. Meaning that if people look at you in that way already, what DDG was pretty much saying is you might as well monetize it. Now, I do get it that, you know, dealing on OnlyFans, if you're a lady, it does have a dark side of it. After pocketing all this money, you may not look at it as the opportunity that it was, but you're already doing it for free. That was his position.
Because you got to think, if I just paid $50 to watch you shake your butt on his OnlyFans, and you think you want me to treat you like a wife, baby girl, I want you to shake that mug. I want you to shake that mug some more. Go on here, keep shaking that John, folks.
You're already twerking on Instagram. You're already booty bouncing. You're already letting the world know that you're like that. So you might as well just go to OnlyFans. I mean, he's not telling her that you should go on there and do self-clapping, you know, videos, but you might as well do it because you're getting paid. And he makes the point that I'm not getting any money out of it. You're getting the money out of it. But the next reason that Ruby Rose may not have a man is this.
Okay, so boom. So we was at DDG crib. I'm just in the living room playing video games. Out of nowhere, RR, stomped in. Don't say a word. At the time, they wasn't cool. They wasn't on speaker's turn. So like, she came unannounced. She don't say nothing. She goes straight upstairs. DDG look at us like, we like, so we can see playing the game. She comes downstairs.
Like, bro, if y'all not on speaking terms, if y'all not together at the time, why is you coming to this man's house for any reason? This is not your dude. Why is you coming to this man's house for any reason?
She comes downstairs with some flight itinerary, flight tickets, just for context. I guess DDG had blew some, you know, little bit out or whatever, little shit out, and put the thing in the trash. So she digged through his trash and found it. So she comes downstairs mad. You're not really paying attention. He playing the game. When I say, bro, she grabbed this ass chain, bro, and threw that off the living room. I looked at DDG eyes, bro. That nigga people was dilated, bro. Saw nothing but red. When I say, bro, I'm gonna leave it at that. I felt it. I felt the neck. I'm like, mind you, she did this in front of he stand up. Ain't no telling what he was doing. I know DDG. That's not him. That's not his body. He would never dare, like, you know, do anything like that. Yeah, right. Then looking in his eyes, though, it was strong consideration. That's the way she snatched, bro. Like, hitting the edges. Bro, you can hurt him. Bro, his chain broke. She threw that. Like, it's not no regular chain. I know it.
Like, bro, if a man does that to a woman, how do you think the world will perceive that? How do you think the world will perceive that? But yet, there's a lot of women who feel like they can do whatever they feel like to a man. And that's just not the case, because at the end of the day, a lot of men be holding themselves back because they know what they'll do to a female. Domestic violence is a real thing. And some dudes do not care. Some dudes, they'll, oh yeah, that's how you coming, and they'll just let it off on you. Like, bro, they'll just let it off on you. And now look at you.
I just remember me and people remember them quick. I know every thought that was on that moment, bro. We couldn't waste no time, bro. So we go crack. That shit, boom, boom, boom. She running to him like, I grab her. She like fighting, like, leave me alone, drop me, nigga. I had my chain on. She grabbed my chain. She said, if you don't leave me alone, I'm gonna break your chain. He said, what? She said, take my chain off, I'm gonna show you exactly. Yeah.
This is one of DDG's homeboys. And he's talking about a time in which they were not together. Ruby Rose came over. DDG was not bothering her. And she was completely the aggressor in the situation. Not only going into his house, but damaging his chain. Alright? And this is what a lot of people were talking about when it came to Ruby Rose. She's just completely violent. And again, if you are a man that has something to lose, and you're already known as being a liar or being vindictive, and to be honest, Ruby Rose is pretty, but you know, you gotta have somebody who's willing to deal with you in the industry. And once people start to see that you're violent, guys will basically back off. And why is that? Because most men may not have the restraint of, you know, dealing with you if you want to start, you know, hitting them or taking away their chain or something like that. Most dudes will maybe want to even fight back, okay? And then if they do, then they lose everything that they have built because, you know, hey, you're hitting a woman. There are certain people out there that feel you should take whatever a woman gives you and not protect yourself. So a man that has something to lose will just go back and look at what? His optionality. He will say, well, if I don't have to deal with her, I won't. I can just deal with somebody else who looks like her, looks worse than her, or looks better than her. And so if I don't have to deal with those problems, I won't. Then Ruby Rose will come back on and try to make it a very surface level thing, which is the reason why I don't have a man. I don't get it. I'm so beautiful and I'm so fine. And that's the fifth idea. Just because you're beautiful doesn't mean that somebody needs to invest into you into a relationship. Let me give you an example of what I mean in sports. Anybody who watches football, you know about how good the Colts are doing this year with Daniel Jones at quarterback. There's also another quarterback on the team. His name is Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson, by all means, is a better athlete than Daniel Jones. He has more arm talent than Daniel Jones. He's bigger, he's stronger, he's faster. The reality is that Daniel Jones is a better quarterback. And while Anthony Richardson is a freak athlete, the problem with Anthony Richardson is that he is a terrible quarterback and he can't read defenses and he's not accurate. So it doesn't matter that he has a stronger arm. It doesn't really matter that he's 6'4", 6'5", and he runs a 4.4. Who cares when you can't play football? Woo! And people want to be around or in relationships with people that can win. And when you look at somebody like Ruby Rose, you cannot sit here and tell me that you can win with her in a relationship, despite the fact that you are beautiful, despite the fact that you might be freaky. But you are a bad look, and that's the issue here. You're a bad look. You're a real bad look. For any guy that's serious and wants to have something for himself, nobody can say, well, hey, listen, go with Ruby Rose because that is a really good opportunity for you to have a wife or that be your child's mother. That no one says that.
I would never in a million years want to have a baby with a female like that. But I've been put in a situation where I done had 2 kids with females like that. You feel me? So too bad, so sad. Maybe I should take more accountability. But at the end of the day, these are not the women that you want to date, folks. I mean, these are not the women that you want to date long term. For one night, for 2 nights, that's cool. But over the long term of things, hell no.
So for any lady out there who believes that you are so beautiful and you look good, and you very well may be all those things, but you know you can't find a relationship or why are you single, it's simply because you're just not worth putting up with. Woo! And
I'm gonna just leave it off at that. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. I'm finna tune in